G'day everyone. So this arrived in the mail today along with a couple other Kitty Hawk kits. As I mentioned in my bench update a couple of episodes ago, if you're watching, I believe that Kitty Hawk kits are starting to be produced again. I got this one and the other two from Lucky Model in Hong Kong. I looked on their site and they had just about all Kitty Hawk's kits listed. I had a look again yesterday or the day before. They've sold out. Heaps of them are sold out, but they says more stock coming in soon. So to me that means someone's producing them again, and I believe that company is, I think, Zimmy bought the molds, but of course I could be wrong on all of this. Anyway, as mentioned, I bought the Voodoo, the single seat version. I bought that version because I looked at aftermarket. Appeared that it was more available for the single seat version that I saw anyway. Alright. Let's move that. Okie dokie. Alright, so you get your sprues, photo etch fret, and your decal sheets. Starting in the cockpit, so you have decals for the instrument panels, front nose gear bay going in straight away, and a lot of their kits are modular because for this reason there's a two-seat version and etc. So they're modular, a lot of them, how they go together. I think this is what puts a lot of people off of them, but if you give them a go and have a go, they produce a very, very nice kit. Nose weight, but it doesn't say how much required. Again, their steps. This is another thing that I think people were put off with, is their instructions are a bit, some areas might be a bit odd or vague. Like here, we've built the nose section and they're showing the canopy going on. Obviously you wouldn't be doing that yet. That's your last step. Not to say you can't do that, but it's safer not to. Engines, intake area. So it's not full intake. So you got the rear and the intake up front there. Sorry if you can hear those parrots going off. That's my conures squawking away. Alright, still on the engines, then we're back. We're doing the wing section, so gear going in, the gear bay being assembled, and again they're showing you putting the main gear leg in. I never did build this kit, so I'm not sure if you can get away with putting it after, or some kits require it going in when they say it, because you can't get it in later. But I'd be checking to see if you can do that, because it's another thing you don't really want to put in early on. You bump it and break it. Flaps, two halves going in. Yeah. By the looks of it, so you have the inner brake section or flap open to display that there's detail in there. Then we've got some panels going on, the main fuselage section and then the tail section going together, and control surfaces for the rudder and the horizontal controls, and then plugging the nose onto the fuselage, drop tanks, and there you go, it is finished. So in the box you've got the natural metal finish, 81st Tactical Fighter Wing, 92nd Tactical Fighter Squadron, 1960. So just look that up to see what it is, because it doesn't say. So is that one? Oh, it's a different one. 81st Tactical Fighter Wing, 91st Tactical Fighter Squadron, 1960. So the last one had yellow on the tail, this one's got blue. And you got 92nd Tactical Fighter Squadron, 81st Tactical Fighter Wing. And nice colourful tail on that one as well. So they're all natural metal. Right. Okay, stick that there again. So there is your photo etch. So you actually do have the instrument panel has detail on it, but it's just flat, like pressed in detail. So you're putting decals over the top of that. Again, that's where you can either use them or go aftermarket. These bits are for the engines, and you got some harnesses. Alright, where'd that little fella go? As usual, I get photos will show up better. But there's your instrument panel, so pretty basic. Your walkways, which I'd be inclined to just paint them in. Carefully, I don't want to put the decal. Alright, so all good, they all look very nice. Can't remember now if didn't say Cartograph on it. I can't remember if Cartograph used to do their decals or not. Alright. Clear parts, all good. So there is no center seam in there, so that's a bonus always when a jet kit doesn't have that center seam on that you have to polish out. So that's all good. I'm just going to start on the top here. Alright. So here is the nose section, or the cockpit area. So the tub, and you also got the rear part of the engine area. The engine parts, the feathers, the petals on the engine, some of the wheel there. You got parts of the tyre, and you got the tyre side, but the hub needs to go in still. So they got ejection pin marks, but they're going around there, so that should be okay. Alright, this is next on top. Okay, so you got the intake section, the rear section. So there's the hub for the other part of those wheels, so it's moulded onto the leg, gear leg. And we've got some weapons and the drop tanks. So there is some injection pin marks on the intake area, which probably need taking care of. Alright, so we got the main fuselage section and the tail there, obviously. Burner rings. So they got nice detail on them. Unfortunately, your parts there have got little injection pin marks in them. It'll be difficult to clean up those ones. A nose cone. Oh, last pack. The wings. Right, so I got upper wings. And the rear stabilizers. So the interior detail there that you'll see on the under side when you flip it over. That's the inner flap or speed brake area detail on that, and parts of the ejection seat there as well. And that is it. So, like I said, I had this kit years ago and I sold it, but I shan't be this time in case they go out of production again. So I'm going to add some still photos now of the sprues. Thanks for watching.